Hi and welcome to another video of Made by Siem. Today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful LED Waxinelight grannies. You can make them in just one color, or you can make them with three colors. It's all up to you. You can also make them in two colors. It's just what you prefer. They are like perfect to get rid of your scraps, your scrap yarn. But you can also just buy the cotton yarn that I used, the Scheepjes Catona. It should be available in most countries all over the world. It's a Dutch brand, but it's beautiful cotton, 100% cotton yarn. I'm going to tell you all about the materials into the next clip. And for now, if you like the video, thumbs up would be so nice. Subscribe to my YouTube channel would be awesome. And I really hope that you guys enjoy watching the video. See you guys in the next clip. Well, these are the materials I'm going to use for this tutorial. I'm going to use scrap yarn, and I'm going to tell you all about it in a second. I'm going to use my scale because I like to weigh my yarn, so I know that I should have enough yarn. Then a darning needle to sew in my ends, a stitch marker, a LED Waxinelight. Never ever use a real Waxinelight in your crochet work, just use the LED ones. Then a 3.5mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. Now, for the yarn, I'm going to show you the one that I already made. For the cup and the first granny round, in total you will need 4 grams. That is 3 grams of this specific yarn, or this yarn for the cup, and 1 gram of this yarn for the first granny round. Then the second granny round is with this color, and then you will need 2 grams, and the last one, the granny round and the border, that will use up about 3 grams of yarn. Now this is with my tension, with the way I do crochet. If you have another way of crocheting, if you have a super loose tension, or if you have a tight tension, the amount of yarn that you use can be different. Okay, and same with another brand, it can be different. Now, I do have the Scheepjes Catona, and this is all scrap yarn. Scheepjes Catona is a 50 gram skein of yarn, 125 meters per skein, and it's a 100% mercerized cotton. Now, there are a lot of other brands available, but be sure that you do have a yarn with the same thickness as this yarn is. And I think this one is called a sports weight, or baby sports weight yarn. And if I remember correctly, it's a number 2 yarn. But if I'm wrong, I'm going to tell you, well, please go down to the description box of this video, where all the right details will be, because I'm going to sort it out for you guys. Alright? I know there are other brands that do have the same yarn, as same thickness of yarn as well. But yeah, I definitely would want to go for a 100% mercerized cotton yarn of the Scheepjes Catona, which is available, should be available all over the world. It's a Dutch brand though. So what else you can use are these lovely tiny balls of yarn, the 10 grams ball of yarn. With one you can do one like this. It's the same as this one, but just, with one color. I prefer this one though, but I wanted to know and let you guys see what it looks like if you do it just in a plain color. Right, so if you want to use the same yarn and the same colors that I use, then this is the 238 powder pink, 105 bridal white, and this one is 406 beige, soft beige. Okay, these are all the materials I'm going to use. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Start off with a slip knot on your hook. This is how I do it. There are so many different ways to make a slip knot. Just do it as you prefer. Then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now insert your hook in the first chain that we made, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook, and then you have a little circle. Now lay down your yarn tail right next to the circle so you can crochet over your circle. Sorry, I need to grab my yarn for my tension. There you go. Then chain 3. The chain 3 is just your first double crochet. We're going to crochet into the ring that we just created and over the yarn tail, and in total we will need 24 double crochets, including the first chain 3. You will need to crochet 23. Yeah, yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook in the ring, grab your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now you have 1, 2, 3, and in total we will need 24. I will see you guys at the very end of the round, and then I'm going to tell you how to close off the round and start our new round. Now I'm at the very end of the round, and I need to close off the round by slip stitching into the third of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round. So insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull through, just like that. Now this round we're going to make single crochets in the back loops only. Chain 1, there is no back loop into the chain that we have here, so in the same stitch as where we just closed the round, you need to insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull through 2. This is your first single crochet. We're going to mark off the first stitch of the rows, so I'm placing a stitch marker into the first stitch. Now the next stitch we need to work into the back loops. This is the front loop and this is the back loop, so we're working into the back loops. Insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull through 2. Next, insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull through 2. And this is what you do all the way around. And when you are at the end of the round, you should have 24 single crochet stitches. Do not close the round. I'm going to tell you how we will go on to round number 3. But do not close off the round with a slip stitch. I will see you guys at the end. At the very end of the round, count your stitches, and please note that this is not a stitch. It's not a stitch to work in. This is the slip stitch of our previous round, so do not work in that one. Now count your stitches. You should have 24 single crochet stitches. Take out your stitch marker. Do not close off the round, but we're going to work in spiral, and that means not closing off the round, but just continue going on working the rounds. into the back loop again of the first stitch of the previous round, a single crochet, then get your stitch marker and place it back into the first stitch of the round. There you go. And then again, one single crochet in each stitch around. This is round number 3, and in total we need to work until round number 6, so in total. So the first one with the double crochets is round number 1, round number 2, this is round number 3, and we need in total 6 rounds. Then get your LED Waxinelight and try to fit in your LED light. If it does not fit in, I'm sorry, but you will have to frock your work and go half a hook size up. Unfortunately, it is difficult to too difficult to measure it before on the forehand, because you can, but look, I'm going to show you. You need to stretch it a little, for sure. Then the first round with single crochets is on the bottom as well. The first one that you see on the side is the second round of single crochets. That's the one that you will see on the side. I need 4 rounds on the side, so 6 rounds in total. If it is too small, I mean, if your work ends up here, do an extra round. But if you cannot fit in into your cup the complete LED light, then when it's too tight, yeah, you probably need to do it again with half a hook size up. It just depends on different tension. If it is way too big, you have a really loose tension, and then you should go for a 3mm crochet hook. Right, at the very end of the round, number 3, took the stitch marker out, and what I do is this: I just keep going on with round number 4, just like we did in round number 2 and 3, and that's basically it. Just keep going on, working into spiral. Oops. As soon as I did my 6 rounds, I'll be back and I'll show you how your LED Waxinelight should look into your work. Yeah, see you guys in the next clip. At the very end of the round, take out the stitch marker and slip stitch into the next stitch. Then usually I would do a chain 1 to secure it all, but then I did that in another one, and then you get a little bit of a bump right there, which I don't like. So I'm not gonna do the chain 1. Oh yeah, and before you cut your yarn, I already did cut my yarn, but before you do that, get your LED waxing light and try to fit it in the cup. Look, it is snug, it's definitely snug, but it does fit in there perfectly, as you can see. If yours is like that, you should do an extra round. Okay? Okay, so if it is okay, then just pull through. And we're going to sew in this yarn tail. Well, you can do it now or you can do it later, but when you do it on the inside of your work, because we don't want to see it on the outside. I see you guys in the next clip. So I'm gonna turn this inside out, and the yarn tail, the one where we just started off with, the one at the very beginning of our pattern, I just worked my stitches over this yarn tail. So I'm gonna cut it off. If you did not work over the yarn tail, then you should sew it in underneath your stitches. So I did that, and then I'm going to weave in the yarn tail on the inside of my work. This is the outside. I turn it inside out, and then I'm going to weave in the yarn tail on the inside of my work. Be sure that you do not see the yarn on the other side. So if you do this a couple of times, 3 or 4 times back and forth, you should be fine. I'm going to do this off camera, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Alright, I already filmed the next round in Dutch, so therefore you see all the loops. You won't see it in your work, but you will see it in my work because I already filmed my Dutch video. So what you need to do is here, look, all the big loops. Please don't mind. I'm so sorry, but yeah, that's when you trying to film in 2 languages, and sometimes it happens to look a little bit different than what it looks when you just film it just once. So if you have a look at the bottom of your cup, this is the round with double crochet. Now if you place it like this, just right in front of you, look at the ribbed side, which is the outside. This is the inside. You should look at the outside of the cup. This is where you can put something into the cup, and this is the bottom of the cup. The cup should be facing you like this. Then there is the round where we just worked into the back loops. So now we're going to use the front loops. Insert your hook in just one of the stitches. It doesn't really matter which stitch it is. Just insert your hook in one of the stitches, then get your yarn. I'm just laying it with a little bit of a tail end, so right on top of my crochet hook, and I'm just going to pull it through, yarn over with both strands of yarn, so your working strand of yarn and the yarn tail, and pull them both through the loop on the hook. So now it is secured. You have 2 loops on the hook, but just it doesn't matter, we're just going to see it as 1 loop. Then chain 2, and then you actually did a chain 3. Okay, just put a little on your yarn tail. So the chain 3 counts as your very first double crochet of the round. I'm going to show you. Usually when you see a granny squares, you see the start of the round, like, you know, somewhere in the middle of the granny square. I never liked doing it that way. I always did it different. I'm thinking about making the regular crochet granny square in the nearby future, just in a way that I do it. And still I'm going to do it a little bit different than I'm going to do in this tutorial, because usually I turn it around after each round. If you want to, I can make a video out of that. I can make a video of the regular granny square seam style. Okay? Right. So my seam is always in a corner, and basically you don't see it that very well, and that's the way I like it. So in this very particular stitch, we're starting off with a corner, but we're crocheting half of the corner. So I did 1 double crochet. It is a chain 3, but it is a double crochet, and then 2 more double crochets into the same stitch. 2. So now we have 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and it is half of the corner. We're going to finish off the corner at the very end of the round, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, we're going to do the complete round together. Right, so after you did the 3 double crochets, you skip 2 stitches and work in the next stitch, which is another front loop, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skipping 2 stitches and another corner, 3 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. A chain 2 for the corner, and another 3 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches. So turn it a little towards you. 1, 2, skip it. And as you can see, you have a little bit of difference here. This is a stitch, this is a stitch, and this is the next stitch. So yarn over and make 3 double crochets in this stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, and a corner in the next stitch, which is its double crochet, times 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, and 3 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, and 3 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, and a corner in the next stitch. And the corner is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2, 1, 2, work 3 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Skip 2 stitches, and in the next stitch there is half of the corner. So we're going to finish off the first corner of the round by crocheting another 3 double crochet into the same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now, what you usually do to close off a round like this is chain 2 and a slip stitch into the third of the chain 3. We're going to do it different. Chain 1, and into the third of the chain 3, single crochet. There you go, single crochet in it. If you pull the stitches a little bit outside, you see that you have a little bit of space there, which is a alternative chain 2. But what I like to do is I like to end up in the middle of the chain, or in the middle of this space. So if we would be going on with just one color, you can do the chain 3 right now, like this, chain 3, and work another 2 double crochets into the same space. Okay, so then you will have another half of the corner. But I'm going to change colors, so after I close the round with a single crochet, I'm going to do a chain 1. I cut off my yarn and I'm pulling through and I'm giving it a little good tug. What I do for the next round is I turn it clockwise. Is this clockwise? I think, yeah, clockwise. And I will be starting off the new round in this space. And that's basically because I don't want to have all the yarn tails just on one side. But if you work in just one color, do as I just told you guys, because that will look best if you do it in one color. If you like, you can work in your yarn tails. I will do it at the very end, because that's the way I prefer to do it. I don't like yarn sewing in yarn tails at all, but I'm leaving it up to the end. I will see you guys in the next clip where we start off our next round of the granny square. Alright, so I'm ready to go for my second color. And for your second color, you will need about approximately 2 grams of yarn. Let me get my color number B. No, it's not a number. Get my color B for my second color. There you go. So, like I said, here is my yarn tail, and I'm going to turn it clockwise. Insert my hook into the corner. Then your yarn, just put it on the hook, pull through, and then yarn over both strands. That is your working strand of yarn and your yarn tail, and then pull through. Then you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through both loops, which is the chain 2 and chain 3, and pull a little on the yarn tail. So now you have your chain 3. If you're working just with one skein, it can be a multicolor yarn or a variegated yarn or whatever, a plain yarn, it doesn't matter. If you're working with just one ball of yarn, then you still should do the chain 3, and then the same you should do the 2 double crochets as well in the corner. So then you have your 3 double crochets, which is half of the corner, just like we did before. Then I'm putting this to the back. Then have a look at your small little granny square. On the side here you have 2 spaces. In both of these spaces you will put 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Skip the stitches and go to the next space and work 3 double crochets into the next space. 1, 2, 3. Now the next space is a corner, so work a corner into the corner. 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and another 3 double crochet into the corner. 1, 2, 3. Now have a look at your work. This is another side of your granny square. You have 2 spaces on the side of your granny square. Put 3 double crochet into both of these spaces. 2, 3. Skipping the stitches and work into that space right there. 3 double crochet. I'm sorry, I can hear my cat moaning. She likes to get into my room, so I'm going to open the door. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
So now, in the next space, there is a corner, and into the corner work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2 and 3 double crochet into the same corner. Here's another side here, and we have 2 spaces, one here and one here, and in both of the spaces you should work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and 3 double crochet into the next space. Let me get some yarn. 1, 2, and 3. Now the next space is a corner right there, and in the corner you should work a 3 double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Then next 2 spaces with on the side 3 double crochet and 3 double crochet. And then next there is the corner that we did at the beginning of the round, and we need to finish that corner off. So as soon as I am here, I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. So now next there is the corner here, and you should work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in there. Good luck, and I'll see you guys at the very end of the round. I'm all the way around, and in this stitch is my corner. Half of the corner already has been done at the very beginning of the round, so now we're going to finish off this corner by crocheting 3 double crochets into this corner. 1, 2, and 3. Then a chain 1 and into the third of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round, a single crochet. So if you're crocheting with just one color, now you can do the chain 3 for the very first double crochet of the beginning of the next round. But I'm going to change colors, and therefore a chain 1, cutting my yarn, leave a little bit of a tail end, pull through and give it a good tug. Ready for granny round number 3. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Right, so granny round number 3. Here is my yarn tail where we just closed off the round of the granny round number 2. I'm turning it this way. If you are a lefty, I would like to suggest to go in the other corner, but it's just completely up to you what you like. So here is the corner. Then insert your hook, get your yarn, lay it over your hook and pull through. Now both strands, your working strand of yarn and your yarn tail, yarn over. I'm gonna be a little bit less. There you go. So yarn over both of them and pull through. This is your very first chain. Now let the yarn tail go and chain 2. There you go. I'm working my next 2 double crochets over this yarn tail and into the same space. 1 and 2. So counting the chain 3 as well, you have 3 double crochet. I'm going to sew that yarn end in later on. Now, over the side of your granny square, there are spaces, just like we had before. Here are the spaces. In this round, you have 3 spaces. In all of the 3 spaces that you see, you work 3 double crochets in it. So 1, 2, and 3, and 3 in the next. 1, 2, 3, and in the last one, 1, 2, and 3. And the next space is your corner. And in a corner, we're crocheting a corner. The corner is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Do that again. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now on the side, we need to do the same as we did here. 1, 2, 3 spaces, and in each of the 3 spaces, 3 double crochet. Then onto the next corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and so on. As soon as I will be ready to finish off this corner, I'll be back to show you how to do that and how we're going to crochet our very last round. I'll see you guys in the next clip, and please do not forget to enjoy. So at the very end of the round, I still need to do my corner. 3 double crochet into the corner, 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1 and single crochet into the third of the chain 3. There you go. Now usually we should do a chain 1, but this is a little bit up, so we don't necessarily need the chain 1. I'm going back into the space right there and single crochet, then a stitch marker just to mark off the first stitch of the round. It just makes things easier. Then another single crochet into the same space, then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. What you can do now is work 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, but I'm going to show you. If you work a normal single crochet in there, you will see a little bit of a loop right there. If you like it, just do it. I don't like it, so I'm gonna do the first of the 3 double crochet different, and I'll work into the space 1 single crochet, then I skip the first double crochet and I work 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So the first of the 3 into the space, skip this first one, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 single in the 2 double crochet. So a single in a double. Between, in the space right there, skip, single crochet, single crochet. In the space, a single crochet, skip, single crochet, and single crochet. Now, here is the corner. 3 single crochets into the corner. 1, 2, 3. Now, the first stitch after the corner, we're just going to work into the stitch. So this is the only time when we crochet the first double crochet into the first double crochet. So right there, into the stitch. 1, 2, and 3. And now, in space, skip the first one and single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And for your other corner, it's basically the same. Work 3 single crochet into the space, and the first stitch after the corner is just being worked in as we usually would do. And for the stitches on this side, in the space, a single crochet, you skip the first one, and single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And that's it. We need to finish off our round, and then I will be back. Then I will be back to show you guys what to do next. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3 in the corner, into the stitch. 1, 2, 3, and so on. All the way around. I already took my stitch marker out of the first stitch here. Now into the corner, another single crochet. So now I have 3 single crochet in the corner. Insert your hook in the first single crochet and slip stitch. If you have another way to close off your round, I don't know why this is not working. Let me do that again. There you go. I could do a chain 1, but I'm not gonna, because I don't want to have a bump right there. So I cut off my yarn with a little bit of a tail end and pull through. Now, I had some comments in previous videos that some people were not happy because I didn't show how to work in the yarn tails. So I'm going to get 1 yarn tail and I'm going to work it in so you know how to do it. On the back side of my work, I just get one of the yarn tails. This one is a beautiful one. So here is my needle and the yarn is through the needle. And then on the back side, this is the good side, this is the wrong side, the back side of my work. Underneath the stitches right there, I'm working in my yarn tail. if you do it like this, it will be showing on the other side, as you can see. So you need to be careful and just grab the stitches on the back. Have a look again. You won't see the needle, so it won't be showing on the back side of your work, on the good side of your work. So if you're not sure, check it. Just check what you're doing. There you go. Going a couple times back and forth will do. See, this one is too deep. Perfect. Usually 3 times back and forth will do. So there you go. Then cut off the rest of the tail. And now you need to do this with all the yarn tails. As soon as I've done that, I'll be back to show you what the finished LED Waxinelight granny looks like. So see you guys in the next clip. Well, that's it. I just put in all my LED Waxinelights. I would like to suggest not to use a real Waxinelight. If you do so, it's all up to you. I'm not responsible if anything happens. So I just warned you, and I would go for the LED Waxinelight. Well, if your corners will go up a bit like that, then you might consider using iron to press it a little bit down. That usually helps. You can wash these in your washing machine if you use the same yarn that I use. You can wash them in your washing machine. Take out your LED Waxinelight first and then wash them. Yeah, they make the perfect gift for Christmas, for a thank you gift for after you had your wedding, for all your guests, just for a birthday. You know, there are so many occasions where you can give it to the ones that you love, or to your friends, or just leave it somewhere with a note saying, "This is, I've not lost this. This is a gift." Especially for you, for the one who found it. You know, it's just, there are so many different occasions that you can make it for. Right, if you like, you can sew them together like this. That's what you can do as well. Yeah, so many different options for this beautiful LED Waxinelight granny. Right, if you really like the video, then please do not forget to give me that thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not a subscriber yet. I would really like that. You are free to share this video with your friends and family, and with that I mean sharing the link towards the video on your social media. That will be like awesome. If you share this on a Facebook group, please do not forget to tag me, Siem. You can find me, use my name that I'm on with Facebook. Please do not forget to tag me so I see it. That will be like awesome. And if I'm not into that group, let me know. Just send me a message or so, and I will go and find that group, because I love to see all the ones that you guys made. I really like it. I love it. Now, if you want to give me an extra thank you, you can do a little donation. You don't have to. It's not that I'm asking you to do so. Well, it's not that you don't have to do that, but it really does help to keep the videos coming for free. But like I said, you don't have to. It just helps me. And that's by pressing the button down below. It is called a super thanks or a bedankt. It's in Dutch, bedankt. Super thanks. But yeah, you don't have to. Like I said, you don't have to. Right. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Yeah, I like to see your versions. So until the next video, please do not forget to enjoy, and bye for now. At the very end of the round, count your stitch markers. No, stitch markers. Right. At the very end of the round. At the very. There she is. Yeah. No, you can go to bed. Yeah. The camera's on. So now. Ik ben helemaal rond. Oh, English.